Good morning, Michelle Saxman here, and ready to share with you some time with Jesus Calling by Sarah Young on June the 27th. You guys, I grabbed my glasses that say have fun in the funk because this one brings in a story of Jacob and Esau. So from the very beginning, God knew we were going to have struggles and challenges in our family dynamics. He knew in our human form we were going to fall. And he knew that he needed to send his son, our Savior. So this reflection today is to rest with me a while. Rest, trust, unplug, Messiah, unplug from that mess. Go to that internal environment of awe and connect that to the Messiah. So rest with me for a while. Trust that I will give you all that you need. And that is his son, our Savior, Jesus Christ. And what we learn in these readings today is that when we yoke to him, we are on a path toward spiritual rest. We can have physical rest, you guys. We can stop our body, if you will, and be still. And then we got to learn to get this mind to be still. And then it is about nurturing this internal environment and giving it rest. No internal turmoil. Creating a space to cultivate the fruits of the Spirit. So the first reading for today is Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. You guys, if you watch the TV show, now the name is escaping me, but it's, you guys, the all on the Bible stories. And anyway, Matthew, the tax collector. I have absolutely fallen in love with the character of Matthew and understanding all that he goes through. This says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Jesus is speaking here to a large crowd, a very diverse crowd. Probably a majority of them are the new Jewish to Christians, but also some are Gentiles. And this is that reminder to come to me, orient yourself in my direction, walk toward me, and I will give you rest. A lot of the times here, the burden that they said that they carried was actually the religious burden. It was about all the laws that they were forced to carry, in addition to the Roman Empire. So lay down all of those burdens and allow me to give you spiritual rest. Come to me, walk with me, talk with me, rest with me. The next one is Psalm chapter 143, verse 8. This is David, and we've talked about David in his human form and the times that he has faced adversity, struggles, sin of his own, and the humanity, the form that he has taken for us. Let me turn back a page. David was a prime example of faith and desiring to our Father's powerful presence. But he also represented the complexity of human nature, the highs, the lows, the falls, the failings, the darkness, and then the light. So always turning toward God. So it says, "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love. For I have put my trust in you. Show me the way I should go. For to you I lift up my soul." Let the morning. You guys, this is a daily devotional. We need to devote our soul, connect our soul toward our Creator. We are made in his image and likeness in this internal, the seed of the soul that is within. So knowing that it is a daily renewal, unfailing love. His love is the perfect love. If we think we're going to get that from someone else, we will not. We are walking wounded, you guys, and we're on a journey toward healing, just kind of bumping into one another, encouraging, lifting, and fanning the flame. It says this is probably in a time of crisis or ramification of sin, but this is representation of his longing for the presence and the guidance. God is with us. He is within us. He will never forsake us. So that is what this reading, show me the way that I should go, for I lift up my soul. Give this broken piece to him for healing. And then this final reading, you guys, I found so much laughter in this one. And I actually made myself almost a little late for work this morning because I got caught up in this. So this is Genesis chapter 28, verse 15. And I am laughing about this because this is the setting. So let me set the stage for you. So this is Genesis. This is a prayer that God bestowed on Jacob in a dream. Now, who is Jacob? Blah, blah, blah. Let's back it up. So we have Abraham, son Isaac. Isaac marries Rebekah. Rebekah has twin sons. The first one is Esau. The second one is Jacob. Now we are at the end of life. The birthright was given to the firstborn son. So the birthright of the family lineage should have been going to Esau. Jacob was a favored son. You guys, I just want to go into this. You talk about the dysfunction of family dynamics in the first chapter of the Bible. We are in Genesis chapter 28. I just love God's sense of humor and that turning toward the Bible for just understanding. You want to talk about a management tool, understanding human nature, self-help. I used to think the Bible was filled with perfect people, that this is where the saints lived. And then you spend time in it and you realize there's so much dysfunction, but there's always a savior. So we have Isaac and Rebekah, and now we're at the end of Isaac's life. So think about that in a family dynamic. Sorry for the pen. Think about the family dynamic when a parent is passing, a loved one is passing, and then how the tension and the dynamic of the family begins to, they show them their true selves, right? So this is already, you guys, Genesis chapter 28, the beginning of time. And that is exactly what happened. We're at the end of Isaac's life. And then Rebekah, what she does is she puts goat skin on Jacob's arm as he presents the final meal to his father. He puts his hand on that arm. Esau was very hairy. And then he passes on the blessing to Jacob. But you guys also know who Jacob is. Jacob is the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob takes on the name Israel. God is with us. So a significant character through the lineage of God. So was there a mistake in this? No. But I love the dynamic that takes place in this family. So what the reading is Genesis 25, verse 15. I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go. And I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. You guys, God is never going to leave us, regardless of our circumstances. He is with us and he is within us. So I invite you to lay down your burdens, lay down whatever it is. Come within, seek rest for his soul. I love this path, the path towards spiritual rest. So y'all have a super blessed day. I loved this reading today. The simplicity of resting and trusting and refreshing ourselves, that's great. But the fact that this dysfunctional family dynamic is right there in the first chapter of the Bible. God bless us, right? So have fun in the funk. Turn toward, we can face our problems or we can face God. So let's start our day facing toward his creation, facing toward his grace and his mercy, restore our soul, and then let's take it out. Y'all have a blessed one. Stay connected to the vine, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.